valorous morning. 'Tis time to riseth and grindeth. Come on, get up. We got some shit to talk about. Hey there. I'm Crispy, or Griffin, or M16, or even Jill, as some people may know me if you've been here long enough. Good for you, by the way. I am, or rather was, the staff manager for Battlegrounds WW2, often abbreviated to BG, which I will use throughout this video. On June 5th, I was relieved of my status of manager for the following reasons. Being fucking based. Outing BG as an extravagant scam and money grab, or at the very least, a fucked place. I'm not going to be an ass. I'll tell you my reasons for believing this is the case. I don't have exact dates for a lot of things, but I think I remember enough to tell you about it. Let's do this in chapters, how about that? And by the way, for anything I say without proof, I am entirely open to corrections or criticism. Now, chapters. Let's get that shit, okay? You might know this, but for those uninformed or just here for fun, I'll fill you in. Kim, otherwise known as Malone, is the owner of Battlegrounds WW2. He's a Thai guy. That's about all I know. I think he's a furry too, but that's here and over there. Who cares? I started my quote-unquote work at Battlegrounds WW2 in February of last year. I lack the exact date for this because the old server was raided and subsequently destroyed. Sorry about that. During my time working there, which is just over a year now, I have talked to Malone all of about 3 times. Ever. He was notorious among members for being very uninvolved in development of the game, going as far as to not pay developers. He did pay them eventually, but we'll get into that. My point is, Malone is very uninvolved in development, and did, in all honesty, from my point of view of working there for a year, absolutely janky splanky jack shit. He didn't pay his devs, he didn't work on the game, all he did was occasionally join and accept feature requests from players. Said requests, by the way, went into a metaphorical paper shredder. Oh yeah, he also hoarded all of the earnings from donations. Yeah, that's why he had some sweet limiteds on his now banned account. Once he did start paying us, as well as the devs, it became very inconsistent. Some months we'd get 600 spicy little bobucks. Some we'd get nothing for no apparent reason. It just got to the point where developers were complaining to me, personally, about their lack of payment and consideration of just straight up leaving the crew. And I don't blame them. Seriously, I've often considered the same thing. So, this part contains mention of child enjoyment, abuse, and racism. If you aren't cool with that, skip to this timestamp here. I'll put it there, probably. I don't know, maybe down there, maybe over there. I don't fucking know. I'm doing this live, and it's like 5 in the morning. I'm tired. Alrighty. Big piece here. I, again, lack dates for a lot of this. However, when I had first joined the BG staff team, there was some salty admin that disliked me quite a bit. His name was Rocco. He doesn't go by his name anymore, so I'll drop his old one with no worries. Rocco, here, was an admin, as I just said, you know. I say was an admin because he was called out by a 13-year-old member of the community for apparently making sexual advances towards him, which Rocco's friend confirmed to be true a long while later. This Rocco person, it would be easy to deal with, right? Ban him, call into the authorities maybe. Not easy for Malone. No. Direct quote from a dev here. I don't have anything here. Dramatic effect. Malone didn't give a shit. He did worse than not giving a shit. It's me. Malone actively allowed Rocco back into the server and game on alts. And if I had punished him, it would result in punishment for me. Why? Because Malone and Rocco were friends, as well as another dev, but I won't tell his name as he's since cut ties with Rocco, so he's like 70% clean, maybe? Whatever. I'll repeat. Malone actively allowed a child enjoyer back into his community on alts, knowingly, while stopping staff from getting rid of him. not based. Now, let's mention some good old racism, yeah? A now fired developer, going by Workable, was a pretty damn good scripter, I'll give him that. However, he was also aggressively racist, like holy shit, neo-Nazi type shit. Man threw around the hard R, several slurs, and was a big ass pain in my ass. I don't know if I have screenshots of him doing that, I know they're on my old PC, but I just asked a dev if he had them, so we'll find out and I'll put them somewhere up in this bitch. Alright? Thankfully, Ava and I did get him fired. It only took like 8 months, you know, because Malone likes to harbor the shittiest people in his community and teams. Yeah. So now we'll bring up why I believed Ava was not fit for her leadership role in the community. So, this bit has mentions of abuse. Now, it may be unnecessary to bring up, but I think it'll ultimately add up to my point that I'm making here. I'm making one, don't worry. Ava, former assistant head of staff, now head of staff entirely, is a member that has been in BG for a while, for a fat minute, since before I joined, at least, that's as far as I know. After she was placed in a leadership position, post-firing, actually no, not post-firing, before that, a while before that, months, she got a fucking e-boy, e-dater boyfriend that was also a member of staff. Pretty cringe, but I'm gonna count it. This boyfriend of hers is also a current friend of mine. She overtly and constantly verbally abused him, repeatedly threatening suicide, you know, doing that whole, you don't love me, so I'm gonna game end myself type of shit, blatantly for attention. And then, when I advised him to leave this clearly toxic relationship, Ava would manipulate him into staying with her, saying she'd get better and she did in fact love him and stuff like that. Again, not based. So if she treats her boyfriend, someone apparently special to her, this way, how would she treat her subordinates, the people that work under her? If she treats someone that special like shit, how would she treat someone not so special and she has blatant power over? That's my line of thought, personally. Alright, so this will be direct. I'll give you a lineup of events, very loose, mind you, but it's the best I got because I was removed from the BG Discord server, so I don't have access to getting old logs or chats or screenshots of anything. And the members, especially Ava specifically, are saying the reasons for my removal are classified. Recently, last month, as of the time of posting this video, BG was deleted from Roblox for apparently including morphine in the medical system. I've heard from other devs, though, that it was actually because a well-disliked member of the community reported the game for being a quote-unquote Nazi game. Again, not based. So, this happened, this resulted in Malone's Roblox account also being deleted. Sucks for him, that's unfortunate. However, all of these things happened after he really started paying devs, as well as getting some actually pretty capable devs on his team, newer ones. So, next month rolls around, June of 2023, as of making this video. I see Malone in game. Yeah, BG was re-uploaded by a developer that backed up the files. He had the foresight to do it. I will put the link to the re-upload in the description of this, if my shit internet will let me. I want to let you know this BG is not owned by Malone. He doesn't have perms in the game either. The only account that does have perms is his banned one. Now you'll probably see me in there too. I'll fuck around in there a little bit if you. You'll get lucky, maybe. So that said, Dev is the owner of that area, or that branch. So I see Malone in game on a new account. Fair enough, yeah. But I noticed something. The man is dripped the fuck out. What did I just do? He's dripped the fuck out, almost as if he still had plenty of Bobucks to throw around. And so I realized BG is probably an exit scam. Member reports the game, gets Malone's account deleted, and then he comes back on an alt with plenty of disposable income to spare. It's almost as if he planned this. Almost as if he transferred his funds to a new account before getting banned. And to my knowledge, that is possible with premium. You can trade limiteds and straight up currency. I could be wrong though. Now it's here, part 4. All speculation, and I have no proof of this anywhere. I'm just going from what I see. I don't think I'm dumb, but I don't think I'm particularly smart. But this is what I see, and it's lining up this way for me. So correct me as you see fit, please. I don't want to mislead people, but I'm honestly tired of working under some guy that barely and rarely pays his workers, knowingly harbors pedophiles and racists, and abandon his game when shit looks sour. That's really all I have to say. Don't hate brigade them, but I know I can't stop you, and quite honestly, I'm mad too. Don't attack the man. Let him live his life. Just don't support his projects until he apologizes or makes up for it or something. I got word that they're making a game outside of Roblox. I don't know the validity of that, considering Malone again didn't do jack shit, so I don't even know of his skills. But if you see that happening, you know, he's not the best of people. Nobody deserves a target on their back for their whole lives, except Rocco. Fuck that guy. He likes kids. I'm sure it's reasonable. Alright, actual last bit now. I don't know why Malone is making these bad decisions, harboring kid likers, racists, and abusers, but I think it is because of his lack of action or care for his projects or communities. I believe that he only sees his creations as a way of making money and not as part of a passion. I won't money drop. It's not insane for an adult, for someone his age. I think it's 16, 17. I'm 17, so I'm qualified to shit on him. It's alright. I'm not some grown man fucking with a kid. He's made pretty good amount for a 16-year-old. It's nothing to fucking get comfortable with, but he can definitely like afford a fucking gaming rig and shit. It's good. Now that's genuinely all I have to say. This is Crispy or M16 or Griffin or even Jill backing off. You go have a good day. I'm gonna fuck off over here. You you go do things. I don't know. Get out of here. Leave me alone.